Hi guys, I'm getting ready to go to bed and I figured I'd talk to you before I went to bed. This is about the presidential campaign tomorrow, 2016 campaign, which I'll be so happy it's finally over. And I know some of you feel the same way. I'm neither Democrat or Republican, so this is not about a particular party. Instead, it's just getting out to exercise your right to vote. I've prayed over this and with direction. I am going out to vote tomorrow. I could have did an absentee ballot, but I choose to go out to the polls and just be out there. I do enjoy it, and I've enjoyed it ever since I was 18 years old. When I was a kid, I didn't even know what the magnitude of what my grandmother was doing, but she was fighting because she was a black Indian woman. She was fighting so that she could have that voice. She knew how important her voice and her vote was. And so that's the reason why I am talking to you right now, because I want you to realize that your vote counts. I want to talk to those ones that think their vote does not count. For those of you that are going out already to the polls or you have voted already, I appreciate you because we vote for each other. We vote on the behalf of each other, helping one another. So I want you to pay this forward. And if you don't feel like you want to vote, vote anyway. If you don't know who to vote for, go talk to some of your ancestors and find out what were the issues then and how it has affected and changed our lives now. But I came up with 12 reasons why your vote matters, okay? Or to give you an example to let you know that your vote matters. Number one, I have, if votes didn't matter, why would either party fight so hard to get in? Number two, why would candidates get so upset at each other? Number three, why would other people with money and status give these candidates so much money if for their candidacy if your vote didn't matter? They want them to get in. Number four, why were people killed to prevent them from voting? Now you think about that, especially minorities, African Americans. If you don't get out and vote, those people died in vain. Get out and vote for whoever, but get out and vote. Number five, why did they take voting rights away from criminals if it didn't matter? It matters. That's the reason why they didn't want them to have the right to vote, because then they would have a say-so about what's going on in their life. Number six, why were women and African American and as well as minorities not allowed to vote before? Because their vote mattered. And if votes didn't matter, how does the country get controlled? They control the country. So you better get out and vote so that you can help get people in position that's going to have things in your best interest at heart. Number eight, why do we have laws that restrict or imprison some people without restricting and imprisoning others? Your voice counts, believe you me. If you don't make a decision to choose those people and get the right people in position, some of your loved ones is going to suffer for it. And then you can't say anything about it. Number nine, why do we pay them so swell if it doesn't matter about your vote? And number 10, why didn't you run? Why didn't you run? I mean, that would mean you would get paid and have the advantage of working and getting paid for nothing because it don't matter anyway. They put you in position. No, your voice counts and so does your voice. Number 11. No, I'm sorry, number 12. And this is my all-time favorite. And not because he was African American or not because I'm African American, but it showed my son that he could be someone other than what other people have labeled him as. To have a black president, to become president in 2008, and then now this is his last and final term. You put him in position. And if it didn't matter in a country with racism still very prevalent, he wouldn't have been in office. But your vote put him in office. Now, Whether or not you feel like he did the greatest thing possible, that's neither here nor there. But your vote put him in office, and he did the best that he could, as well as the next president. This, and hear me and hear me well, this is not about Democrat or Republican. This is not about independent. This is not about any kind of political party, but just your right to get out and actually vote. And if you don't know who to vote for, go talk to your ancestors. Go talk to some of the people in your family, somebody over 40 years old that knows what it was like to struggle if you're a minority. And I'm sure the other people are talking to their family members and finding out things. And that's what you have to do. If you don't know who to vote for and what views to vote on, do some research before you go to the polls. But don't not go to the polls. Go to the polls and vote. And I want you to do me a favor, because I'm going to do you a favor. I want you to pay this thing forward. So what do I mean when I say that? Pay it forward is when you do something nice for somebody and you don't expect something in return, or somebody does something nice for you and you don't expect anything else, but you give it to somebody else. So I'm going to go out and vote tomorrow on your behalf and on my behalf and on your grandchildren and children's behalf. And I expect you to do the same thing for me. Pay it forward. We're going to go out there tomorrow, and hopefully this election will be a good one, and it will be done and over, and we will have this all behind us, and we can go back to the healing process and love one another. Listen, regardless of who you vote for, I love you. You're still my friends. Now, I don't know if it's the same thing true about me. If I'm not your friend after this, I probably wasn't your friend in the first place. But go vote. And I want you to have a great night. And thank you so much. If you like my video, like it, share it, so that as many people as possible that can see this video hopefully can get up off the couch or get out of their bed or get out of the depressive state of all this election talk, and actually make their voice count. Thank you so much, and you guys have a good night. I'm going to bed.